Rare images that'll make you say, damn, that's rare. This praying mantis was put in water to entice the parasite living inside it to come out. Praying mantises are known to be parasitized by horsehair worms. These parasites can manipulate the mantis's behavior, leading it to jump into water so that the worm can be released and reproduce. So this is the most heartwarming thing I've seen all week. They gave her service dog a diploma for accompanying her to all classes. This melts my heart every time I watch it. So amazing. This 57-foot Vesak lantern in Sri Lanka looks like something that's AI generated. Vesak lanterns are vibrant, often intricately designed paper lanterns that hold significance in Buddhist Vesak celebrations, commemorating the Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and death. They represent inner enlightenment, transformation, and kindness, symbolizing a spiritual journey and a wish for peace. This was awarded to Linus Media Group in Kioxia for achieving the most accurate value of pi, calculated to 300 trillion digits on April 2nd, 2025. The calculation, which used the Chudnovsky algorithm and the Y-Cruncher program, took over 226 days to complete. What would you do if you came home to a squirrel eating your McDonald's order? And he knows what he's doing too. Just look at him. Here's a dash cam footage of a terrifying failed robbery attempt that happened in Bangladesh. The quick thinking of the driver helped the occupants escape the ambush safely, but this is still extremely scary stuff. This is what a king cobra looks like up close. Their venom is a deadly neurotoxin, powerful enough to kill an elephant or multiple humans with a single bite. Wait, really? So why the fuck? Now this is just exceptionally unfortunate. Let's get a moment of silence and some candles in the comments for this brother right here. He's gonna be eating scrambled eggs tonight. This is how natural latex is harvested from trees to produce rubber. Natural rubber is extracted from the milky sap, or latex, of certain trees, most commonly the Hevea brasiliensis, through a process called tapping. Tapping involves making an incision in the tree's bark and collecting the flowing latex in a cup or vessel. The latex is then processed to isolate and refine the rubber. Someone built their shelf in the shape of the original Donkey Kong game, and I want it. This is the watchful Xoloitzcuintli, a Mexican hairless dog breed that's incredibly ancient, dating back over 3,000 years. They were considered sacred by the Aztecs, who believed they had magical powers and guided souls to the underworld. A PDF file living in Thailand kept his identity anonymous by using a swirl app. Interpol then unswirled his face, identified him, and he got arrested in 2007. This is the biggest hammerhead shark documented in the Bahamas. Their hammer-shaped heads are actually called cephalofoils, and they have a reputation for being shy and are rarely aggressive towards humans. This is Hang Son Jong, one of the world's largest caves located in Vietnam. It is so large that it could fit an entire New York block inside, including skyscrapers, or could have a Boeing 747 fly through it without its wings touching either side. Alligators are considered to be ancient reptiles with a long evolutionary history. They are relatively clumsy on land, but are surprisingly fast in the water, using their powerful tails and webbed feet. This little girl was only 4 years of age when she beat cancer, ringing this bell to signify her victory after 3 years of fighting. I hope she has an amazing rest of her life, and fuck cancer. In Scandinavian countries, it's common to see babies sleeping outside in prams, even in sub-zero temperatures. This tradition stems from a belief in the power of using fresh air to promote healthy sleep and development. So this is crazy. Apparently, seeing sharks mating, like we see here, is an extremely rare occurrence, even for experienced divers. A king cobra silently entered a house in Uttarakhand, India. They are the longest venomous snakes in the world, reaching up to 18 feet. Their venom is extremely neurotoxic and is potent enough to kill an elephant with just one bite. They are highly immune to the venom of most other snakes, allowing them to prey on venomous species and are even considered cannibals. While commonly referred to as cobras, king cobras are not actually true cobras, genus Naja, but belong to the Ophiophagus genus. This is an outcome I absolutely would not have predicted in 100 years. How do you get folded by a bucket this horrendously? Kermit the Frog was the commencement speaker at the University of Maryland today. I definitely didn't see this coming. Here's a collection of peacock spiders doing their mating dances. They don't spin webs, but instead hunt insects by pouncing on them with exceptional jumping abilities. They can jump up to 20 to 50 times their body length, using their legs with an internal hydraulic system. And surprisingly, for a creature native to Australia, peacock spiders are not known to bite humans. Apparently, this fish and chip shop has had exclusive rights to the name Wendy's in the entire EU and has been battling the other Wendy's, the fast food giant, since 2000. You can see the exact moment this little guy realized he's a sheep and not a goat like the others. Goats can be more independent and adventurous, while sheep tend to follow the voice of their shepherd and rely on him for guidance. This is a jewel caterpillar. While not poisonous, their yellow glutinous cones can break off when threatened, deterring predators. This rare phenomenon, known as St. Elmo's fire, is a type of electrical corona discharge, a phenomenon that occurs when a strong electric field near a point causes the surrounding air to ionize and glow. It occurs when planes fly through areas near thunderstorms, where high concentrations of charged particles interact with the plane's metal structure. It's this guy's job to scrape barnacles from submerged vessels like we see here. Barnacles can live for up to 20 years, depending on the species and their environment, and they produce a strong natural adhesive that allows them to stick to almost any surface, including ships, rocks, and even other animals. This is so sweet. Although tigers are solitary animals and love their personal space, lions are extremely clingy and very social. Put two of them together, and you've got the cutest dynamic in the animal kingdom ever. These are nudibranches, also known as sea slugs. They are fascinating creatures known for their vibrant colors and lack of a shell. They are also carnivorous, feeding on other organisms like sponges, coral, and anemones. They also have sensory organs called rhinophores that help them detect food and threats, and they are hermaphrodites, possessing both male and female reproductive organs. This person was trying to capture a wholesome puffin moment when it pulled the old crap and flap on its neighbor's den. If this wasn't caught on camera, no one would believe it. How would you even explain that a cow stole your bike to your insurance company? Former U.S. President Barack Obama came across a choir of Danish girls practicing their singing in their apartment with their balcony doors open. He kindly asked them if they would keep singing for him to enjoy. The cast of Friends went on a trip to Vegas before the show aired in 1994. The producer told them it would be the last time they would be able to go on vacation without being famous. I have never seen an elderly snail before in my life. In the wild, some snails live for 2 to 3 years, while others can live up to 15 years. And in captivity, they can live even longer, potentially reaching 25 years in some cases. After United Airlines refused to pay for his broken guitar, Canadian musician Dave Carroll released a complaint diss track, which caused the airline stock to go down 10% and lost it about $180 million. Between the 1950s to 70s, you could take a bus from London, England to Kolkata, India. The trip took 50 days and 16,000 kilometers to complete. This clip shows a plane flying over the Great Blue Hole in Belize. This is how a horse sweats. It appears this way due to a protein called latherine that acts as a detergent-like substance that reduces the surface tension of water, helping moisture move away from the skin to the surface of the coat. Here's a peek into Heath Ledger's personal diary while he was filming for The Dark Knight. Ledger won a posthumous Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight. His final words before his death were reportedly, "Katie, I'll be fine. Rest in peace, man." This is an aerial saw suspended from a helicopter. They can trim trees quickly, covering large areas in less time than ground crews. This method is useful in mountainous regions or after storms when areas are difficult to reach. Ground operators maintain constant contact with the pilot to guide the trimming process, ensuring safety. This is the sweetest thing I've seen all week. This old lady and this supermarket worker have a routine where they have a standoff with each other each time she goes shopping. It really makes you wonder how this even started. I imagine they started with finger blasters and escalated to this. Either that or they're both part of rival gangs that use fruit as their arsenal. This clip shows Nicholas Plitus, a professional water sports athlete, attempting the world's first surf foil boarding double backflip. After a couple of tries, he pulled it off. These fishermen found a secret fishing spot all to themselves, and they can keep it too. I definitely will not be standing in line to fish at the literal ends of the earth. This is a real-life railgun developed and tested by BAE Systems in 2012. Have you ever seen a shark during an involuntary state of tonic immobility? It is a natural defensive response where the shark enters a trance-like state when flipped upside down or otherwise restrained. It's a reversible state of muscular relaxation and immobility that can last up to 15 minutes. This behavior is used by researchers and anglers to safely handle and study sharks, as well as aid in removing hooks during release. Conjoined twin California king snake is probably the closest thing to a hydra we'll ever see. Two-headed snakes result from a developmental process where the embryo splits, but the separation is incomplete, leaving two heads on the same body. This is also known as bicephaly or polycephaly. In the same way humans think cats are cute, baby elephants think human beings are so cute too, and they try to cuddle us. That got me thinking, are cats the superior species? This is such an awesome place to kick back and crack a cold one after a long day of work with your pals. Nature really is just the best. This is the oldest human fingerprint in the world, discovered in Spain and left by Neanderthals 43,000 years ago. This is the chillest worker I have ever seen. Bro took work smarter, not harder, to heart. Bro is the final boss of being nonchalant in the workplace. Where does one acquire this much swagger? And also, possibly, future back complications. This is the rejected EU flag from 2002. Someone said to scan it at a store and see what happens. There's no doubt that this is incredibly impressive, but there's also something vaguely satisfying about the autonomy of the contraption that I can't quite place. Some Japanese scientists have created artificial blood that works for all blood types. I'll do some more research on this and have a more detailed report in tomorrow's video. I find it really difficult to believe that jaguars are dangerous when they look this cute and pettable. I honestly wouldn't mind losing a few fingers if it means rubbing that tummy. Fun fact, did you know that each jaguar's coat pattern, including their black spots, aka rosettes, is unique, just like a fingerprint? This is what all the phones that were tucked away at a family reunion from 20 years ago looks like. This is a Maine bloodworm, carnivorous, segmented, bright red marine worms that can grow up to 14 inches long. They have unique copper teeth made from protein, melanin, and 10% copper, making them the animals with the highest copper concentration in the animal kingdom. This person's keyboard has a grid illusion. It's trippy because I see the illusion the longer I look, but I also don't see it at the same time. Pangolins are unique mammals, covered in tough scales made of keratin. They are the only mammals with scales and use them for defense by rolling into a ball. They have long, sticky tongues and no teeth, allowing them to consume up to 70 million insects per year, mostly ants and termites. This machine is called a WordWriter BL80. This video showcases it writing a sentence in Japanese. I don't know what I'd use it for, but I know I want it. This video captures some boaters witnessing the eruption of the Mount Tavavur volcano on August 29, 2014. It happened in Papua New Guinea and was captured by Phil McNamara. This is the largest flag in the world. Its length is 72 meters, and its weight is an astounding 500 kilograms. The record has already been confirmed by the Guinness World Records. This behemoth is called a dugong, also known as sea cows. They are gentle, herbivorous marine mammals that are surprisingly closely related to elephants. They have a unique mouth positioned low on their head that allows them to graze on seagrass on the seafloor, and they can dive deep underwater, capable of holding their breath for extended periods.